Representative Coughlin.
First of all, you said in your own background as a kid that you didn't sign up for baseball or basketball or any of your activities because your parents were concerned about lists and where those lists might go. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I caught that right, okay. Secondly, you're talking about these new policies coming down from Washington. And you referred to misdemeanors being the cause of some undocumented individual being picked up, important the removal or deportation, I think is the removal is the term they're using now. If I understand this bill correctly, we're going to have a database out there. Now, let me back up for a minute. I read this weekend where visa overstays may also be caught up in that group. If they've been, I think, overstayed less than 2 years or something, they could be picked up for removal. It's driving this question. With this type of a license, I'm assuming there's going to be a database somewhere with these individuals' minimum names and addresses. What assurances can we give these people that if ICE comes in, let's say they use the court system, and they get hold of this database, what kind of guarantees can we give these people that ICE isn't going to march in with lists and just pick them off like fish in a barrel?
Yeah. That's a very good question, Representative, and I would hope that as part of this, either part of the law or administratively, it's made clear that these databases and these lists would never be handed over to ICE. There are a number of cities throughout the United States that have adopted municipal IDs, and they have run across this exact same issue. And in the ordinances and in the policies where they've adopted municipal IDs, they've given that assurance. And they've been successful because the community, the immigrant community, has trusted the municipalities that have made that commitment to them. So I hope that once, if and when this is rolled out, that the state, either encoded in the statute or through policy, also gives those assurances, because that's going to make all the difference in whether it's successful or not.
And if under the Supremacy Clause, these city or state laws are found inferior under the U.S. Constitution to federal law, what's going to happen then?
So I don't know of any, so we wouldn't be the first state to do this. And I don't know of any state, and I do believe it hasn't happened, where they've been required to hand over any of these lists.
Yeah,
now, I think you are suggesting that the policies are changing in Washington, and suppose they more aggressively try to go after these lists. I do not know if they're planning that. I do not know the state of that law, but I do know that we can make it part of our policy that we would not honor those requests, and I would hope that those assurances are made.